army so disciplined, even their enemies admired them. They marched as one, tens of thousands of men moving with the precision of a machine. This was the power that built an empire, the Roman legion. The sun rises over the hills of Italia. In the distance, rows of red banners flutter in the morning breeze. Bronze glints across the fields, shields polished, armor shining. For these men, another day of training begins, and with it, another rehearsal for conquest. The legion was not just an army, it was an idea. Discipline, obedience, and unity were its core. Every soldier knew his place. Every movement was practiced until it became instinct. Before the battles that shaped history, there was this, the rhythm of order, the sound of hundreds of feet striking the ground in unison, the bark of commands echoing over the open fields. These were not mercenaries or scattered warriors. They were professionals, soldiers of Rome, bound by oath and duty. At dawn, they rose from their tents, wrapped in the chill of the Mediterranean air. Their centurion's voice broke the silence. Armor clinked, shields lifted, swords drawn for inspection. No weapon went unchecked. No man went untested. Training was their life. Endless drills, formation marches, shield walls. A single man's mistake could doom the entire line. So they trained until exhaustion blurred the edges of pain. When the trumpet called, they formed ranks. Legionaries lined up in perfect order, red plumes glowing in the sunlight, their rectangular shields locked together, creating an unbroken wall of bronze and will. To face them was to face the strength of an empire. They fought not with chaos, but with choreography. Every step forward, every thrust of the gladius, calculated, rehearsed, unstoppable.
But it wasn't just discipline that made them powerful.
It was structure. Each legion was a miniature city built for war. Engineers, medics, blacksmiths, cooks, every role had purpose. They built roads, bridges, and fortresses wherever they went. When they marched, civilization marched with them. At night, when the battles ended, they built camps with perfect geometry, ditches for defense, barracks aligned to the stars. Even in the heart of chaos, Rome created order. In battle, they moved like a living wall. The front ranks raised shields. The next ranks thrust swords through the gaps. Arrows rained down. Shields tilted as one. Commands shouted, horns blaring. Every man knew what to do without hesitation. Their strength wasn't only in muscle or numbers, it was in trust. Each soldier relied on the man beside him as if his own life depended on it, because it did. Imagine standing in their ranks, the heat, the dust, the weight of armor pressing against your shoulders, the sound of your heartbeat drowned by the roar of the legion's advance. In that moment, fear wasn't an option. Discipline replaced emotion. Unity replaced fear. When victory came, it wasn't celebrated with chaos, but with silence. Men stood, breathing heavily, the smell of sweat and iron thick in the air. They didn't shout or cheer. They simply stood in formation, waiting for the order to march again. For them, war was not glory, it was duty. Over centuries, the legion became the spine of an empire that would rule the world. It built roads that still exist today, walls that defied time, and cities that became nations. But the legion's true legacy wasn't in stone or steel. It was in the idea that discipline can conquer chaos.
The empire may have fallen, its legions long turned to dust.
Yet the echo of their footsteps remains. In every army,
every strategy, every march across history. If you enjoyed stepping onto the battlefield with Rome's legions, make sure to subscribe. There are many more journeys through time ahead.